So like I said, I'm not joking, guys. I could actually come out here. I could leave the bike there with the key in it. And I'm not joking, I could come back 3 or 4 days time. Bike would still be there, keys would still be in it. They wouldn't touch it. And that's basically just for Mercia. You know, a town you could probably do the same, but it would probably get took in Mercia after a couple of days if it got the key in it. But you know what I'm saying? Out here it's safe. So, you know, everyone works hard, so they never touch out. And that's really strange, you know, because if you go to some places, I'm from Barnsley. If you went to Barnsley and you put that there, that termite mansion there, kids would break it down to the floor. If you left your motorbike there, it'd be gone, and they'd probably smash it up, burn it out, break it up. What's going off? I've always wondered. I mean, I used to be a bit of a vangle when I was a kid, and I was the same. I used to do things like that when I was a kid in Barnsley. But as I got more older, mature, you learn, don't you? You know, well, some people do. You come out here, you're in the countryside all the time. You know, if you love the countryside and you're out in the countryside, you love your wildlife, and you start to look after your things. Yeah, you learn, don't you? But I've often wondered, what's in the water? Because there must be something in the water. You know, I don't know. Because out here, like I said, you can just leave your things and you're basically fine. They'll still be there in the morning. But like I said, if that were in Oil in Barnsley, if in certain places, they break it down, smash it up, same with your bike. I can remember I once run out of diesel and I parked my van on Jump Field. I'd only been gone about, what, half an hour, come back with some diesel, and I saw about 10-20 kids round it, and I heard boom, boom, the bank windows through. When they saw me coming, they run off, they run away. So, you tell me. I mean, God knows. So, that's it. But a lot of people are like that. So, what's in the water? I've always said there must be something in water. In other words, there must be something in the water. But I don't know. So, that's how it goes. But the point is, you've got plenty of money, you've got plenty of bread, you've got plenty of dough. You can earn money. People out here are finding it very, very hard to earn money. They're having to work doing this. Up at 6 in the morning, out in the sun, for pesos, for pennies, for peanuts. You know, they have to go and work abroad. So they have to go and work abroad. They have to make sacrifices. They have to leave the wives, the kids, the families. So I suppose that's why you get some people. Yeah, you're going to have to quote me on this. You get some people, they live in an estate. And they'll live on, there's a lot of good people lives on estates. I lived on an estate. Half of my life I lived on an estate. So there's a lot of good people what live on estates, what cannot get off estates. They don't know how to get off them. They don't know how to go up. They don't know how to buy an house. They're not educated in doing that. So it can be hard. But you find on estates, I'll tell you what I think it is. UK, England. I'll tell you what I think it is. But I could be totally wrong. Unemployment, you know, you've got no jobs. Or you're like I used to be. You know, this was me. This was me, what, 10, 15 years ago. Didn't know where I was going. Didn't know what I wanted to do. So I was like a boat, just going round in a circle. Never knew where I wanted to go. Just never knew. And then I figured it out, where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. But like I said, you can earn a lot of money out there. But what it is, right, what it is with English people, I mean, it's not all English, but me, what I'm talking about, me. Like I said, I lived on an estate. My mum had her own private house, and she bought her own house, so she had a private house. But I lived on estates for 20 years, 30 years. But there were always an excuse. Oh, there's a job up there cleaning floors. I'm not cleaning floors. Well, nah, I clean floors. I worked on farms. I've worked on a lot of jobs, doing a lot of different things. But at gardening, I've done a lot of things. Construction, lots of different things. But if you said, well, there's a job cleaning, I'm one of them. I'm not cleaning. What? £5 and £6 an hour? I'm not working for £6 an hour, and I'm one of them. That's a bad attitude for me. That was a bad attitude. Looking back at it, why? Because I could have had £6 an hour, right? And I could have saved a lot of money up over the years. And that's what you don't realise when you're young, and you spend it all on silly daft things. Well, I did anyway. So I spent it on silly daft things. Well, not really silly daft things. I wanted to go to gym all the time. I always had a newish car. I always had a new bike. So it weren't silly daft things, but you know, I could have saved a lot better. But that was my attitude. I'm not working for 5,000 pesos an hour. It's not enough. And I were always like that. You know, I didn't want to work for a tenner an hour. Well, not a tenner an hour, it was £6 an hour. So absolutely lovely. And that was my attitude. But now, so I'm talking about now today, not 20 years back, I would work for £6 an hour. Well, why would I work for £6 an hour? Because £6 an hour, I had it up a day. Cost of living in England, yeah, it's a little bit expensive, but we'll have an excuse, won't we? Oh, I've got to pay rent, gas, this, that. So, yeah, now I would actually work for £6 an hour. Right, we've got a lovely Carabao here. Thumbs up. So we've got a lovely Carabao, and he's just come out in his mud hole, and he's looking absolutely lovely. She's been to the beauty parlour. So we've got a lovely Carabao there, look. Just come out of his mud pool, absolutely lovely. Look at them horns. So it looks like he's enjoying his morning. So guys, my point is, yeah, I'd work for £6 an hour. Because, you know, £6 an hour, I add it up a day. If you can save 30 quid a day, no, if you can save 30 to 40 pound, right, a week, not a day, a week, add it up over 5-10 years, you've got a nice little lump of money, and you can do a lot with it. So that's my point. So he's just come out of that mud hole actually. I've just walked past him about 20 minutes ago, and all I saw were a pair of horns and his head stuck out of that water hole. But he's looking quite nice this morning. Right, so we're off to Murcia this morning. I hope you're all fine. Take care, God bless. Please subscribe. Please help support the channel. Take care, God bless, guys. And it's a sludgy way home. That's your beautiful sugarcane fields, and that's your beautiful mountain. How nice is that? Absolutely lovely. She's halfway in the clouds, absolutely gorgeous. And we've got this beautiful, lovely Carabao. And he's got that much mud on him. I don't know what colour he is. Is he ginger? Or is he black? Or is he brown? Or is he blonde? Ah, he's blonde. Let's have a look. He's actually blonde. I know he's blonde because I can see a little bit on him, and I can remember seeing him earlier on when he went in that mud pool. So he is actually a blonde Carabao. Look. Going back in. Ah, that's lovely. And they've got really big feet. He's coming towards me. I don't know how much rope he's got, but I'll move away if he gets too close because I don't want him. I mean, he don't know me. So I'll move away. Is there, look, absolutely lovely. How nice is that, look? He probably thinks I've got a bit of food, but you never know, because you know, I mean, carabaos are quite docile. But like I said, they're a smart animal, they're very, very strong. And that's him. Probably come for a bit of grass on this banking, and he's probably wondering what I'm doing. So that's him, look, absolutely lovely. So that's his lovely carabao. How nice is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely carabao is actually a blonde carabao. And he's actually just come out of that mud pool. Now then, look, he's having a good scratch. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Hi guys, beautiful morning, beautiful day. Right, there's a bird there, I don't know what he is. I'm going to try and walk straight towards him, and when he flies up, he's got good camouflage. Ah, he's there, look. Thing is, by the looks of it, I can't walk across there. I'll try and walk here, see if he flies up. He's there, look, he's up. Don't know if I've got him on camera, but he's gone. Beautiful morning! Absolutely spectacular this morning, guys. And that's what you call a nice pair of shoes. That's my walking shoes for this morning. Nike. Yep, splendid shoes, I must say. Here he comes. Now I can hear quite a lot of music. So I hope there's no music on this video. But that's him, look, he's coming through there, and he's got some big weight on. And this road, guys, wow. You know, a motocross bike, you actually struggle to ride a motocross bike through this. A good motocross bike with brand new tyres on it, right, not much of a problem, but there is parts what's even bad for a motocross bike, enduro bike. But this is him, he's here. And he's got to go through that lot. And that lot's not, like I said, it's quite dry here, but a bit further on. Last night, I had to get the girlfriend off the bike, and I had to ride the bike on my own, and the back end was all over the place, and I was absolutely revving it, second gear, and I was just managing to pull me through. So that's it, look. That's your big sugarcane lorry. And there's a lot of weight on there. So that's him. That's a big weight. But like I said, these big sugarcane lorries, guys, wow, they just go anywhere, and they've got that much weight on them. If they do it some really bad spot where it's really sludgy, they've just got that much weight on there, they can probably power through it. But I know for a fact he's going to hit some really dodgy bits, and that's what he's got to drive. He's got a girl with him, she's probably helping him through. He's double wheeled, and like I said, that's hard work, driving that lorry through there. You can see he's got a lot of weight on. He's probably got too much weight on, but you can put what you want on here. But I think that big weight helps him to power through this lot. So that's what it does, it helps him to power through this lot. Like I said, this is not too bad, guys. When you get further down that track, it's really thick sludge and there's big holes. So he's actually going to have a good job on. So he's going to have his work cut out today. And we've got the Carabao under the tree, and she's in a nice shady tree, under a nice shady tree. So please subscribe, guys. Lovely day, and that's it. Like I said, this is hard. This is not so bad, but I can tell you now, when you get further down there on bike or in a lorry, it gets really sludgy. And it gets really bad, and it's really hard work. You know, we've got rainy season here, so after a couple of days it's really hard work going through this lot. Like I said, this is okay, it's solid, but when you get further down it's really muddy. That's nice, a nice scratch. Gets really muddy, so it gets really bad. So that's not so bad from there. But I can tell you now, as soon as that big lorry gets down here, he's going to have his work cut out. It's a good job he's actually not coming up the hill. So he's going to have his work cut out. It's hard work actually, guys. This is not so bad, because it's nice and it's hard. So it's okay for bike. I can easily go through this lot with bike, no problem. Nice and slow, trickle through it. But you know that sugarcane lorry, it's just got so much weight on there. You know, it's really hard work. So that's your sugarcane lorry. We're lucky to catch it. Well, I've seen two this morning actually. One went past house about 4 o'clock, and that one just now. So I'll try and get you more footage of the lorries. Right, have a great day, take care, God bless. Please subscribe.